Welcome back. I've got a very controversial topic here, probably more so than atheism versus Christianity. It's the subject that just about everyone has an opinion about, even though when you really get down to it, only about half the population has any reason to have an opinion, and that would be abortion. Naturally, Christians and other religious people are continually saying abortion is bad and should be outlawed in all cases, and you should just never be permitted to do it. There is arguments back and forth about this whole thing, and I'm going to sidestep most of it, because I've seen recently some indications that people are really starting to figure out what the abortion debate's really about. And it's encouraging, and I want to encourage more people to start thinking about it in these terms, because it makes a lot of sense. And it explains a lot of the militant pro-life behavior that's out there. People that don't want to play by the rules, they want to bomb abortion clinics or picket them, they want to embarrass and publicly humiliate people that seek abortions. There's a pattern to all of it. And it's really easy to pick out once you step back and take a look at all the elements. Pro-life is essentially a position based on punishing women for having sex. Christianity hates women anyway. It's always amusing to me to see women staunchly defending Christianity when that very religion is very misogynistic. It hates women. Women are treated like property throughout the Bible. They are abused, sold and bought, sold into slavery, forced into prostitution. All sorts of nasty things are done to women in the Bible. And it's no surprise that modern-day Christians and other religious folks who want to put an end to abortion want to punish women for having sex. If you look at all the setups that Christianity offers, sex is only supposed to be about procreation. No birth control, because birth control could stop a conception. No condoms, same thing. If you don't want to have a kid, don't have sex. That's the bottom line, according to Christians. That's the abstinence-only style of sex education, where you don't bother telling kids anything at all about their genitals or their bodies, or about STDs, or pregnancy, or how it all works. You don't bother with any of that. You just say, hands off, don't touch, wait until you're married. The end result of abstinence-only education, of course, is a drastically increased teenage pregnancy rate. And because Christianity thinks that, I'm not just picking on Christians here, I know Islam is opposed to this stuff too, and plenty of religions are opposed to abortion. But a common theme in Christianity and these other religions is that aborting a child is bad after you've gotten pregnant. Even in cases where it's medically necessary. You'll get some religious people that will begrudgingly provide exceptions to this no abortions rule. Incest and rape. It's okay to get an abortion in those cases. Look back at our pattern. If you got raped, or if some act of incest happened that was also rape, you didn't want to have sex. So we're not going to punish you in that case. These people want to ban contraception too. They're trying to shift the goalposts and argue that life begins at conception, and by doing that they're trying to undermine birth control pills and other contraceptives, because those can be technically considered abortion methods, because especially with the birth control pill, you can still have a fertilized egg inside a woman's body with birth control going on, but the pill causes her body to just flush the egg out instead of letting it implant. And if the law were changed to the point to defining life as beginning at conception, suddenly birth control pills could be against the law anywhere that abortion is illegal. Now, this is also a goal that religious people have in trying to get abortions banned. It's all about removing choice. and having control over women's bodies, and again, to punish them for having pleasurable sex. Why do you think they protest at abortion clinics? They know nobody's listening. They want to shame the women who are there to have abortions. They want to punish them because they had sex but didn't want a child. That's all it's about. You might find a few people here and there that genuinely believe that it's murder, but those are far and few between. Most people will never admit it, but they really are just trying to punish women. It makes sense, because most religions hate women in the first place and think they're property. Why? They don't have any rights. Why should we let them have abortions? You're going to have my kid, or we're going to make you have this kid just to punish you for having sex. The real problem I have with these hypocrites is they rarely get involved in adoption processes. They don't offer reasonable alternatives to abortion. They don't adopt kids. I mean, where are all the pro-life adopters? Why don't we hear more about pro-lifers adopting kids and working with pregnant teenagers to adopt their children? Christians are very good about bragging when they do something good. So we should be hearing about this kind of thing. It should be a daily headline, maybe even something on the news. Christian couple adopts unwanted teenage pregnancy child, or well, I could come up with a better title than that awkward phrase, but you get the idea. It doesn't happen. See, the problem is, apart from punishing women, these people don't care about children once they're born. If they're still inside a woman's body, you can't kill it. But as soon as the baby falls out, we don't want them on welfare. These same pro-lifers are typically in favor of banning, or cutting down on welfare, cutting down on WIC, or eliminating it entirely. Putting an end to free clinics that offer contraception and birth control, or even women's or gynecological services. They deliberately do things to hurt living kids, all the while claiming to want to protect the unborn. George Carlin said it best: if you're in the womb, you're okay by us, but once you're born, you're on your own. And that's pretty sad. So next time you're debating abortion with somebody, try to keep in mind what they're really saying. Look between the lines, read between the lines, and try to understand what's really driving their message. A person who thinks that abortions are just for loose sluts want it banned because they think promiscuity should be punished. If you are a loose slut, you deserve to go through the pain of bearing a child. Again, they hate women. It's plain and simple. So keep in mind that punishment angle. And every single point that an anti-abortion person will argue almost always traces right back to the notion of punishing women for undesirable behavior. It's a very simple argument to defeat. Women have rights. Deal with it. So yeah, keep that in mind next time you're debating abortion with somebody. You'll find it's a pretty strong weapon against irrationality like that. So that's all I had to say on that topic for now. I'm sure there's more, but I don't want to bore anybody. So I'll think up some more topics and do some more videos over the weekend. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all later.